no matter what you tell me or tell yourself, you'll ultimately die fighting these bastards. Wouldn't you rather give it all at once to something real?
It's day 2 of D23, and we just walked out of the Marvel, Lucasfilm, and 20th Century Studios showcase. Guys, what did we just see?
We saw so many things, but let's start at the top, and we're going to share everything we saw, including exclusive footage that is not going to be released wide. We're going to describe it in painstaking detail to you.
First thing that we saw, Andor was the thing that opened up the showcase. Now, I know that trailer that they showed is online now, but we do know that when it comes out on
September 21st on Disney Plus, it's going to have 3 episodes.
That's correct.
Yep.
I thought it was really cool. I feel like this show is taking Star Wars as seriously as I take it, right? It's like this seedy, dark, like dramatic spy thriller. I'm into it.
You have to get in a really dark mental state when you watch any Star Wars.
Yeah, also Diego Luna was on stage and he said it was going to be like a 12-part film. Like it's 2 seasons, it's 12 episodes each season, 24 episodes total. In the first season, 12 episodes, a 12-part film. That's
how they describe all TV shows now.
I don't know. I feel like some people talk about like TV shows aren't just one big film, like they should be episodic. So I thought it was interesting that he said it was a 12-part film. But it looks great.
Time has come to force their hand.
At what cost?
Everything!
Absolutely. And then we got to see a little bit of Willow. We got to see they brought out, did we know Christian Slater was going to be a part of the cast?
I don't think so. Yeah, Warwick Davis was there and he brought in Christian Slater and we were like, wow, you're part of Willow now. And the trailer looked great, which you can now see on IGN.
Now, forget all you know. Come with me.
So then next up was Tales of the Jedi. Dave Filoni was on stage to show off this series of short Jedi stories.
Tales even.
So half of them are about Ahsoka. We see like little baby Ahsoka, and we see her family and when she was like essentially like given away to the Jedi. So we'll be seeing a lot more of her origin story. Also, what I found most interesting is that a lot of them, the other half of them, are going to be about a young Count Dooku, and so therefore we're seeing young Qui-Gon Jinn as his apprentice. So it's really cool seeing like how Dooku became the figure he became in the prequels, which is of course a dark Sith Lord.
Spoiler alert.
We do see some moments of seeing like where those flashes of darkness come from, and we see him fighting alongside like Mace Windu, like back in his prime and stuff. So I think that is going to be the one to watch for me.
Speaking of baby Ahsoka, then we got to see some concept art from the Ahsoka series.
We didn't get to see much. They showed some concept art and just sort of vaguely talked about the series. They showed some footage at Celebration, which I was hoping to see here because I miss Celebration, but they did not. But you've seen that.
Yeah, it was
and
great.
It looks good, right?
Oh man, you missed so much. Then we got Star Wars Skeleton Crew. It was very brief. John Watts came out on stage.
John Watts, the director of the Spider-Man Tom Holland trilogy, by the way.
They also walked out Jude Law. You know, he was here yesterday because he's playing Captain Hook in the Peter and Wendy movie. But yeah, came out and really just gave a wave, didn't tell us really much of anything at all. We saw one image of him looking all Star Warsy. Some of these like weapons were like pointed in his face. Looks like he's gonna get into some trouble.
We posted it on IGN on Twitter, so check that out.
Yeah.
We'll link it.
Then the thing all Star Wars fans came to see, Mandalorian Season 3. The entire cast was there. The crowd went wild for Pedro Pascal. Obviously Joel from The Last of Us and the series to become. I'm very excited for that. Giancarlo Esposito gave a riveting speech and everyone was on their feet. What did you think of what we saw?
Giancarlo looked directly into the crowd and says, "You have something I want," and I got chills.
Yeah.
I was very excited.
Security came straight to you and they started
Yes.
frisking you on the floor.
Yes. Sorry, I stood up in the crowd and said that. Giancarlo didn't say that.
Again, I think it was the same footage shown at Celebration. It was just a lot of action.
It was slightly tweaked, actually.
Oh, really?
I remember the trailer was slightly different, which, by the way, if you haven't seen the Book of Boba Fett, the trailer for Mandalorian Season 3 is a big spoiler. So watch the Book of Boba Fett.
I thought it was really cool. They're really putting an emphasis on the Mandalorian of it all, obviously, because there's going to be what looks like a battle for Mandalore. Katee Sackhoff's character doesn't look like Bo-Katan, doesn't look like she's like going to give up the throne willingly. And as we know, Mando has a claim to it. He's got the Darksaber. And so I'm interested to see how it's going to play out. There's a ton of action, a really cool shot of, the troopers all jumping out of the ship and, firing off their jetpacks and stuff. So this one looks really cool. Season 3 of Mando. I'm excited.
Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?
All right, kid. Hang on.